So Ted Simon, criminal defense attorney, joining us now. Ted, you're exactly the person we wanted to speak to about this. So glad to have you weighing in. So first of all, Hagerich's lawyer says that he's been released. He should be back in Pennsylvania any moment. What happens next?
Well, obviously, it is a wonderfully welcoming news. For him, the nightmare seems to be over. But I think it's good that you're reporting on this because it's a cautionary tale, both practically and legally. Legally, most Americans don't realize when they travel abroad, the U.S. Constitution does not travel with them, and they're subject to the same laws as any other person native in that country. And the laws can be quite different, and the customs can be quite different. Similarly, just as you've reported, there are four other Americans facing similar problems. You mentioned my client who had a similar problem and was fully exonerated. But just as you must pack your passport, I think it's really prudent to remember that you have to think about what you're packing and scour and search your suitcase and your person before you go and actually when you return, because this happens way more frequently than most people realize. And obviously, it's either the individuals don't know, it's a great surprise, it's inadvertence. But again, as you reported, it can come with really, really dire consequences. I'm happy to hear that the Turks and Caicos, despite having a 12-year mandatory minimum sentence, their system is considered reasonably fair because it provides the opportunity for discretion of the court to impose a fair sentence based upon the individual and mitigating circumstances. I would say here, I know we don't have that much time. I'd like to wish you and your audience a really happy and healthy and enjoyable holiday weekend. I know that the Bryan Hagerich family are probably just beginning to feel that joy, and as happy as we all are for that family, I think we have to temper the joy until all the Americans are returned. And let's hope that
and
soon.
To that end,
certainly this favorable
can I
decision
ask,
bodes well for those as well.
Yeah, tell me more about that, because there are 3 Americans still jailed in Turks and Caicos. Does that mean we can expect all of them similarly will be coming home, maybe with a slap on the wrist and a $6,700 fine or so?
Well, again, I'm sure they all have somewhat differing circumstances, but one would rather align themselves with a favorable precedent, a mitigating and favorable precedent than have to distinguish unfavorable or adverse precedent. So here you have one person who is pretty much similarly situated as the others, and I think it sets the bar reasonably low for purposes of future consideration and what is likely to happen. I think the government of the Turks and the Caicos is going on a bit of an advanced PR campaign. They issued a statement, and I'll briefly state it. It says residents and visitors can be confident that the Turks and Caicos Islands are dedicated to safety and compassion as we protect the safety and rights of all. I think that's a way to telegraph to those people there, as well as future tourists and visitors, that while we're concerned with safety and the reason for the strict gun laws, we're also equally concerned with compassion, so that they're willing to distinguish these different circumstances and individuals. And it appears that this is a fair disposition under all the circumstances. And let's hope that the other Americans similarly situated will be returned home soon.
Yeah. Absolutely. Ted, I really want to make sure I ask you this question, because a lot of Americans are traveling with your background on Amanda Knox's team and getting that American out of China, which is no small feat. What are some of the top countries you would never travel to as an American?
Wow. You don't want me to be blacklisted from good parts of the world. I think one should generally realize that the more unusual of a country you go to, the more mindful you need to be. If you're going to a country where it's questionable whether or not you can drink the water, you should educate yourself on the customs and laws of those places. So the more, quote, foreign the country may be, will dictate a higher degree of education before you go. And it's very prudent to do so.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.